My name is Jack Thompson, and I have spent the last 15 years of my life exploring the ocean's depths. As a seasoned diver, I've seen it all: shipwrecks, giant squids, and bioluminescent creatures that look like they're from another world. But nothing could have prepared me for the horror I encountered last summer. It was supposed to be a routine dive off the coast of Baja California. My team had been contracted to document the marine life around a newly discovered trench. We had been at it for weeks, cataloging fish and other sea creatures. The day started like any other. The sun was bright, the water was calm, and I felt a familiar sense of excitement as I slipped into my wetsuit and prepared my gear. Descending into the depths always gave me a sense of peace. The only sounds were my breathing and the distant, muffled noises of the underwater world. At around 200 feet, I began to notice something odd. The marine life was sparse, and there was a strange chill in the water, far colder than it should have been at that depth. I brushed it off as a minor anomaly and continued my descent. At 400 feet, I saw it, a shadow, massive and indistinct, moving in the periphery of my vision. My heart skipped a beat. At first, I thought it might be a whale, but the shape was wrong, more streamlined and predatory. I hovered in the water, trying to get a better look. The shadow moved again, and this time, it came closer. I caught a glimpse of a tail, huge, powerful, and unmistakably shark-like. I radioed my team. "Hey, I think I just saw something huge down here. Bigger than anything I've ever seen." "Copy that, Jack. Can you identify it?" came the response from Lisa, our marine biologist. "Not yet, but I'm going to try and get a closer look." I adjusted my position and swam deeper. The trench walls loomed around me, dark and foreboding. The shadow reappeared, more distinct now. My heart pounded as I realized just how enormous it was. This was no ordinary shark. As it turned, I saw its mouth, a gaping maw filled with rows of serrated teeth. My blood ran cold. "Lisa, I think we're dealing with a megalodon," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. "That's impossible, Jack. Megalodons have been extinct for millions of years," Lisa replied, but there was a hint of doubt in her voice. "Tell that to the 60-foot shark staring right at me," I whispered. The creature was coming closer, moving with an almost lazy grace, as if it had all the time in the world. I felt a primal fear, an instinctive terror that I had never experienced before. I knew I had to get out of there, but my limbs felt heavy, almost paralyzed by fear. I forced myself to move, kicking my fins and trying to ascend as quickly as possible without attracting too much attention. The megalodon followed, its dark eyes fixed on me. I could see the scars on its ancient skin, a testament to countless battles and centuries spent ruling the depths. My ascent was painfully slow. The pressure made my head throb, and my lungs burned. I glanced back and saw the megalodon gaining on me. Desperation took over. I kicked harder, ignoring the pain, focusing only on the distant light of the surface. Just as I thought I might make it, I felt a rush of water. The megalodon was right behind me, its mouth opening wide. I screamed, a sound lost in the water, and twisted to the side. The beast's teeth grazed my leg, and I felt a searing pain. Blood clouded the water around me. I pushed on, driven by sheer willpower. The surface was so close now. I could see the outline of the boat, hear the faint sounds of my team calling my name. With one final, agonizing effort, I broke through the surface, gasping for air. Strong arms pulled me onto the boat. I looked back at the water, expecting to see the Megalodon's massive form breaking through after me, but there was nothing. The water was calm again, eerily still. My leg throbbed, and I realized I was lucky to be alive. Back on land, I was treated for my injuries. Lisa and the rest of the team were skeptical at first, but the footage from my helmet camera told the story. The Megalodon was real, a living nightmare from the past. Now, every time I close my eyes, I see those dark, ancient eyes staring at me. I hear the silent promise that it's not over, that the abyssal terror is still out there, waiting. I know I'll never dive again without the memory of that day haunting me, a constant reminder of the horrors that lurk in the unexplored depths of our world.